Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with My Hero Academia Season 7 Episode 2 reaction. So the previous episode we met the new character Star and Stripes. She has come, or she is on the way from America to here in Japan, trying to take care of the whole Shigaraki situation, because obviously Shigaraki is becoming a worldwide threat at this point. And not only that, like she knows, or she knew All Might when he was in America. He saved her and her family, and she looked up to him and wanted to be someone like All Might, or maybe surpass him. So yeah, that's why she is here. She was on the way. Shigaraki tries to attack them. They had a little battle. We also get to know about her quirk, which is kind of a pretty strong quirk. It's called New Order, and she can like impose rules on certain things she touches. Two rules only for two particular objects, not more than that. And like that's why. But the problems began when, because the fact that they don't have much information about Shigaraki. So when and Shigaraki has no clue who he is, like whether he's all for one, or he's Shigaraki, or it's a mixture of two. That is why her quirk didn't work on him as intended. But however, in the end, she still, like gives, like, dishes out like a crazy, attack against Shigaraki, and and it kind of ended in that way. So let's see what happens in today's episode 2 for season 7. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Increasing her own power. Is bad at increasing her own power. Okay. Hmm. 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 Yeah, she like works out and everything. That's true. All Might's really yeah. Hmm. Okay. Oh wait, another thing. I rewatched the opening later. Did they really show? What was her name? Hagak. I forgot her name even. The invisible girl. Are they actually showing her face here? There's a particular scene in the previous video when I reacted. It flashed for a moment, and I was so invested in TK's making an opening that I properly didn't catch it. But I was like, something wrong. There was something in the opening, and I rewatched it, and I saw. There you go. They're actually showing her face. So is how, like, is she finally going to be revealed as a, how, what she looks like and everything? Because up until now, all we knew is that she's invisible, and that's it. That'll be very interesting. Like the previous episode, I was so invested in the song, like TK, that I completely missed that. Or it did flash for a moment, and I did feel like something's going on, but I didn't properly clock it. Okay. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Tiamat, yeah. Release the laser. Okay. Yeah, she's just buying time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Yo. Okay, so yeah, so she like let go of the laser. Oh my god. My god. You guys are oh my god, they're still on the way. Oh god. Where is he? Oh no, he's not there. He's did he dodge it? No. Oh no, he's there. Wait, so did he like decay? Oh my god. Yeah, that's why she had to like let go of the laser. I would use decay to bury deep underground. Oh, so he buried himself. Oh, so that's why he waited up until the end. But it still hurt him. Oh. Oh my god. Right. Oh god, she's using decay. No. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, he already regenerated. Oh lord. I don't think it's that easy. Yeah, he'll just regenerate. Oh my god! Whoa! What the hell? What? Right, I wasn't expecting that. Oh no. That's what he was trying to do. Oh. After connecting with the world, even with. Oh no! Oh my god. What the hell is this? Right, this is absolutely ridiculous. Wait, did she impose the rule on herself? No. Wait. Oh no, it's not. It's not working. Oh, the limits, like she said. Oh my god, did he get. When a declaration is made. Oh, I see. So it's, oh god, either is she going to lose either of it, and if she loses either of it, it's over. Either her body or her quirk. If either of it goes, it's over. Oh my. Wait. Oh, he cannot use it maybe. It's so. Oh! It's eating from the inside. No, wait, what's happening? Yeah, is it going out of control? Because it's a crazy quirk if you think about it. And if. She made a rule. Will oppose other quirks. Oh, she made that internal rule. That's why it's eating from the inside. It's literally destroying him from the inside. This new rule. Oh. And this is why all. Okay. Threat to the world and me. Oh my. Wait, what? So they introduced her for 2 episodes? Are you for real? What type of a joke is this? I thought we were gonna get a full season like of her coming here, like together with All Might and Deku. Like. Okay, I'm not happy about this. Like I can understand what she did, but the fact that they introduced her for 2 episodes just to kill her off, no. Okay, I'll talk about this later. Oh, so he has to, yeah, because it's going to. Oh, it's just left. Yeah, come on. Right. And god damn it, Endeavor, and they are still on the way. They're still not here. So the regeneration is gone now. Ugh! Is eating everything from the inside. This is so. I'll say messed up. Like they literally introduced a character to kill her off after 2 episodes just so that she could be a stepping stone for the greater cause or whatever. Like I'm actually mad. Like this is one thing I absolutely hate in animes and any type of shows. I'll talk about this later. Like the making it seem so emotional and everything, but they literally introduced her to kill her off. That is absolutely no. Stole the wing quirk from Nomu. Oh. Bro, in this show, the villain has plot armor. It's crazy to see. Like, Shigaraki somehow is able to get away with everything. Oh, he used the sonic whatever it's called, the radio sonic wave, and he's gone. Wow. Oh my god, this is so. I don't know what to feel about this, man. Like, okay, great. What, like, I just cannot believe this. What the hell? And not even one episode, half an episode. 1.5 episode. She was introduced just for that. Who the hell is this? Convict robber. Oh, it's one of those guys who got ran away from. Oh, is this Shigaraki? It's Shigaraki, isn't it? Probably somehow he ran away. Yep. A ghost. He's trying to get a quirk which might counteract this. Existing together with it. Oh. Wait. I will also be caught in the backlash and disappear. Oh, so you'll not be able to get her quirk. That's good because if he got this quirk, it would have been a massacre. So yeah, they didn't get her quirk. More so, they lost a lot of their quirks. So the regeneration is gone. Oh my god, just this guy has too much plot armor, man. The villain in this show. I still cannot believe they just did this. Oh wow, so everyone's scared. What? Okay, something happened to the video. I tried to resync it as much as possible, so yeah. Oh wow, that's hmm. So again, we're just all alone now. Okay. Hmm. Oh boy. Yeah, that's true. After all that happened. Wait, so he doesn't have regeneration anymore, that means? I'm not really sure. I need to read that part again. Yeah, there you go. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Spinner is there as well. Spinner with his new group. Oh my god. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Okay. Come and punch me. Well, no. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay, that was today's episode. Right. Okay, so oh my god, where can I start? Like, I just like I can see what happened, like, and obviously how this impacted Shigaraki, and obviously not, the sacrifice was not in vain. All those things I understand, but I just cannot like stomach the fact that they just introduced a character to kill, just to kill them off in like 2 episodes, and make, like, just so that she can become like a stepping stone for the future, whatever. Like, this is just, I don't know, I just think this is not it. Like, I don't like this type of developments at all in animes, where like I guess it can be like, obviously certain deaths in animes are inevitable and you can accept it, but stuff like this is which just, I don't know, it doesn't sit well with me, because I feel like I don't know, like, instead of doing this, I feel like they could have just taken the story in a different direction, or just done something else with the whole, like, like I don't know, like they introduced a character who seemed important enough, and I genuinely thought this season would be revolving around her or something like that, and then, like, shock, the second episode only, not even the full second episode, she's dead. And I'm like, what, why, what was the point then? Like, just so that a person can become a stepping stone, that's why you introduce a character, just for that sake? Is that how, like, I don't know, like, maybe that's how story works, certain story style works, but I'm not happy with this type of a like, like a development at all. Like, I've seen this before as well. Death in itself in a show is something that I'm not that fond of, but like I said, certain deaths are acceptable because they make sense, and you can accept it. Certain shows and certain, like, it makes sense. But then there are stuff like this which just happens out of the blue, like out of nowhere, like, just, like, what was the point of this? Like, 2 episodes for, like, just for her, and it's just so that she could be like this character who deals Shigaraki like almost like a very crazy enough blow from the inside. Like, it's pretty obvious that's what she was intended for. She was introduced as a character, and like, she was introduced just so that she could become a sacrifice and deal such a blow to Shigaraki from the inside that it completely, like, rattles him from the core. And that's exactly what happened, which is obviously, like, I have to say, like, I appreciate the fact and I applaud the fact that even till the last breath that she had, she was able to do something so like that, so her sacrifice wasn't in vain. I can applaud that, but the fact that she was just intended for this is something that I cannot applaud. Like, that's what I'm trying to say here. Like, I just cannot, like, any character who's just used as a plot device like this is something that I don't appreciate, at least. But anyways, that's just me. I'm sure that different people will have different opinions on this, and like, different people might look at this in a different way, but at least I cannot be that person who's like, oh yeah, like, even if she's gone, she did such a great job for us. And yeah, like, I agree with that, definitely. Like, she, with her dying bed, she did something, like, which was able to make Shigaraki step back a lot. Like, this really dealt a crazy enough blow to him that even now he's stumped. Like, we literally have a lot of more days that we can prepare and take care of it. And I think his regeneration is also gone, isn't it? I need to check that part out again. So yeah, like, it did deal a crazy blow to him, but at the same time, like, I don't know, the fact that that was just what she, like, that was just the reason why she was introduced in this show, just for that. It's not just, like, it's not, I'm not really, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's just my opinion on this. Like I said, different people might have different opinions on this. At least, like, for me, I'm not really happy with this development. Right. Like, I don't know, it's just a bit weird, and not, I'm not really happy. Either way, what can I say? Yeah, and also another thing, I just cannot, like, I feel like at this point this is just getting a bit repetitive. Like Shigaraki just gets away with everything. Like it's as if like 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 how like people complain about main characters in shonen animes having plot armor. This freaking show has the villain gets given the villain a plot armor. He gets away with everything. Like yeah, obviously, like I can understand the fact that he has a very sad past and all that, like like, and his whole situation, he's not really the one to blame for it. Like the one who's like at the like peak of like evilness is obviously All For One. It's pretty obvious, and he was just taken advantage of. Not only him, every single person in the League of Villains, they were just taken advantage of their situation, and when they were at the lowest part of their life, like they were given a place by All For One, and he manipulated them using their circumstances to make them into the villain that they are. And like yeah, that's pretty, like like that I can understand, and I accept the fact that obviously they aren't really at fault here, they're just a victim of circumstances. But still, the fact that just like Shigaraki, like it's from season 1 this is ongoing, like somehow Shigaraki busts case every time. Like it's absolutely ridiculous to see, like how can a character like like I said, like in shonen shows, this actually happens to the main character. Like somehow they like get away with everything, and miraculously get saved. The freaking villain has this whole plot armor thing in this show, and it's just like I'm just realizing how annoying it is. Like you literally cannot like I don't know, like I'm sure we will be able to, like we will probably have a big battle after this. I don't know what's going to happen with Shigaraki and all that, and I'm pretty sure he's going to bust case this time as well. And I'm sure this is going to continue up until season 10 or 11 or 12. I don't know how long this is going to continue. And I'm sure he's going to keep busting case every single time, and this is going to keep continuing up until the grand finale. And I don't know, like, and this is the thing, this is like one thing that My Hero Academia has done a bit unique than other shonen shows, is that it has stuck with one villain. Not one but two, I guess you could say, All For One and Shigaraki. Like it has stuck with that one or two villain only. Usually shonen animes have like different villains. It's like like a cycle. Like one arc is like one villain, then a new villain comes in, the new villain, and then there's a big bad villain. That's how it usually goes. But this show has done it in a way where there's the big bad villain All For One, and then there's the mini, like medium villain, which is Shigaraki, and it just rotates among these two, and Shigaraki keeps being the seasonal villain every single season. And yeah, we have other villains as well here and there, like Overhaul comes in, this and that, all that stuff is all, it makes sense. But Shigaraki is just there. And I don't know, this is something that this show has done in a little bit different way. I've never seen any other shonen shows do anything like this, or maybe I'm misremembering. I don't remember from the top of my head any show that has done something like this. But like I don't know, I feel like since I'm not really accustomed to seeing one villain just being continuously shown it is a bit interesting as well, like seeing how like not only the hero is growing but the villain is growing as well, because usually it's not that case. Usually in other shonen shows only the hero goes and the villain is just there, and then the villain gets defeated and a new one like replaces them. But what is interesting about this is like Shigaraki also continues to grow along with Deku, which is a very interesting dynamic. Like I can agree with that. But at the same time, I feel like this also kind of makes it that as if like Shigaraki literally can get away with everything, and every single season, like Deku and Shigaraki fights, like not every single season, but most of the seasons, that happens, and somehow Shigaraki gets away with it by the end of it. Like sometimes Deku gets injured, sometimes Shigaraki gets injured, and it just keeps happening like over and over again. So yeah, like I don't know, I'm not really accustomed to this type of a style of a shonen show. I don't remember anything like this happening in any other show before, where the villain also like continues on and just like this in a tenacious way. Like the obviously in shonen shows, like main theme of shonen shows is like never give up, isn't that like the main thing? And friendship power, that's basically shown in shows. So we have the never give up here in My Hero Academia as well, but the funny thing is the villain is also not giving up. So it keeps happening, they keep clashing over and over again. Both the sides doesn't give up, and they keep going, and it just keeps happening. That's why, like it's a very unique scenario. But yeah, it just is getting ridiculous at this point how Shigaraki just, like, this time as well, as you can see, like, in such a way, like, how was he able to, like, crazily he was able to do this? Somehow he was able to bust case again. you know? Well, props to him, I guess, because he's able to do this all the time. But still, yeah. But the main thing that, like, is just not really sitting well with me is the way they kind of I don't know, like, just introduced Star and Stripes to kill her off and make her be that one blow that completely staggers Shigaraki. And that, like, to do that, they had literally introduced her for 2 episodes, less than 2 episodes, just for that. I don't know, that just doesn't, sit well with me, I guess. But, maybe it's just me. Yeah, either way. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to, like, get that off of my chest, because yeah, I don't know, I'm not really, yeah, okay. Anyways, other than that, yeah, nothing much happened. Basically, this whole episode was basically Star and Stripes, like, fighting and all that stuff. Oh, another thing did happen, that is, all the other the countries that were supposed to be like dispatching heroes to help us out, they have backed down now, because Star and Stripes was such a big icon. She's like one of the strongest, and this happened to her. So all the other, like, countries, they're, like, scared now. Not scared, but they're kind of thinking about themselves now and trying to protect their people instead of just so yeah, that's what's going on. Another thing did happen, which was because of Star and Stripes' quirk. We were able to deal a huge damage, and a lot of the quirks that Shigaraki had, we were able to get that out of his system. And I think regeneration was one of them, wasn't it? I think that's what happened. I need to check that, because there was a certain scene here, I think that's what it kind of implied, wasn't it? I cannot find that part, but there was that one part that kind of implied that, I think. Anyways, so yeah, that's what happened. And what else? Oh, we have a little bit more time now, I guess, to make use of, and to get ready for whatever is going to happen in the future. Yeah, and there you go, and that was it, I guess. Like, another thing, I feel like there's another reason why they decided to kill, like, like, the author decided to kill her off, is because her power, her quirk, was a bit of a problematic one, wasn't it? It was a bit too broken, and if she was able to come and meet up with the heroes here and get the full information, that would have been a very dangerous thing for the villains. Like, the villains would have been at a great disadvantage then. Like, if she was able to meet up with everyone and share information, get to know everything, and work together with UA, yeah, the villains would have been screwed, in my opinion. So to prevent that, I feel like the author decided to just like, not even make her reach Japan, and just do this in the middle of that, and just deal a like crazy enough blow to Shigaraki and just kill her off. Because if she met everyone, oh no, the villains would have been screwed, because her power is a crazy enough power in itself, that if it is, like, if she gets more information, like, one of the biggest things that, like, like, one of the biggest weaknesses that she had is that she had no information. She didn't even realize, like what was going on, like, like, with Shigaraki, and why her power didn't work on Shigaraki, because Shigaraki himself is confused about who he is. So all of that. So yeah, that's basically what happened. So something like that, I guess. So in no way they could have let Star and Stripe reach Japan and exchange information with us. If that happened, then yeah, it would have been a bit crazy for the villains, obviously. So that's why this happened. But I cannot like accept the fact, because just because of that, such a great character was just like introduced just for that, just for that reason. Like just, yeah, I just cannot believe that. Anyways, like I feel like she could have been such a great I don't know, like a character for this show, but then this happened. I don't know. Like I don't know, like maybe they could have done something else. Maybe they could have nerfed her power and let her live. I feel like that would have been a good enough compromise, couldn't it be? Because I'm like 100% sure that was the main reason why she was killed off. Because if she came like, to Japan, and if she exchanged information with us, she would have been like such a force to be reckoned with. She and with all of us, that oh god, the League of Villains would have been screwed completely, and then the balance would like topple. Because this show has a balance. It always like it's either the villains getting strong and then the heroes get stronger. It's like a balance. If she came to Japan and mixed like like talked with us and like exchanged information, the balance would have just been like this completely. The balance would just completely just go like haywire. So I feel like a good enough compromise could have been that they could have just like nerfed her quirk, so that it doesn't like really mess with it, but then let her stay alive. Like that could have been a good enough compromise. But I don't know what, nothing you can do about it, I guess. Either way, that was that. And there you go, guys. That was today's episode. So yeah. Okay, now let me talk about this episode scene by scene, just like I usually do. In the very first scene, we get to see Star and Stripes is like reminiscing about the past and thinking about the limitation of her quirk. So her quirk has a limitation, is that there's a limitation as to how much she could increase her power, which I guess it makes sense, because obviously you cannot order your body to go above and beyond. Your body will literally break down. So there's a limitation to that. But she was kind of disappointed because of that, because she was like expecting to take it further beyond. And since All Might was like her inspiration, she wanted to become stronger than All Might. But it's literally impossible with this quirk to do something like that. But her quirk was so much more, like, so yeah. But she like All Might being her inspiration, she was thinking about surpassing All Might. Either way, but her like oh, one thing, who was that who said that? The people who know me well say quirks work on a mental level, and it's because you're a girl, Cassie. So that's what she used to always think. But her army, like friends, they were like, oh, like that's definitely not the reason why. They're like, like you're plenty enough strong, and they're like, if your strength is not like enough, like share our strength, like borrow our power, like we can help you out. And they say like it's the problem is that you're comparing yourself with All Might, because All Might is like an exception. So like other than that, they're like you're plenty strong on your own. So like yeah. And yeah, I should have realized they would kill her off. Like they literally showed a flashback at the very first scene. Good god, now that I'm thinking about it. Right. So yeah. And after that, like that whole scene we see, and then after that we are back to the real present time. And yeah, Star and Stripes is using the laser to like keep Shigaraki like regenerating, and not let him like give it like a little even amount of time to regenerate back. And while doing that, she brought like the Tiamats are coming in, so she's like, I have to use this opportunity to completely defeat him in one blow. Here we go. Shigaraki deciphers. Miss Star understands that she needs to a single attack that can pulverize me, or there is no point. And he's thinking like, how can she do that? Because continuing like this, obviously she cannot defeat me. And then Shigaraki is realizing that, oh, maybe she has something other than that up her sleeves. And that's exactly what she did. So basically, the missiles come in. So here you can see, like, so we have to remember she can use her quirk on two, things. Number one was the laser that she was using on, and number two was the big person, the big air her that she materialized. So that was number one. That was the first rule that she imposed on air. The second rule was it on the laser, so it could be grabbed. So to make sure that she could grab the missiles, she needs to undo one of the rules. To undo one of the rules, what she does is she lets go of the laser, so she undoes that rule. So one more slot is open now. In that slot, she used the rule that she could grab the, I guess, the Tiamat missiles. So that's why she had to let go of the laser. Because here's the thing, it would have been way more easier if she could use three rules, because then she could have literally kept holding on to the laser and grabbed the missiles at the same time. Since that cannot be done, she decided to wait up until the very end with the laser, because the laser was keeping Shigaraki at bay. So she had to keep the laser up until the very last moment. She did that, and then the very last moment she let the lasers go. One slot of her rule got opened up, and she used that to grab the missiles. And yeah, before my arm gets blown away by the elbow, new order. Tiamat will be redirected, and as soon as she says that, the lasers disperse because that rule doesn't exist anymore. And yeah, even if the rule is imposed on just one missile, but taking this opportunity, Shigaraki just bursts out. The planes start shooting him with lasers to keep him at bay, but it's not really working. So yeah, so she uses that to punch Shigaraki and just blow him up completely. So the whole place gets like a crater kind of thing, and they're like, oh, is it over? But then Shigaraki is just there, and he's regenerating almost. Okay, so how did Shigaraki get out of this? Basically, what he did was, okay, here we go. The instant the rule changed, I would use decay to bury deep underground. Yeah, and let that something go by. I buried myself before the rule changed, and you'd figure it. If I buried myself before the rule changed, you'd figure it out on counter. So yeah, he had to wait up until she changed the rule. So he cannot do it quicker. When she changed the rule, that's when he just had to go in. So he did his best to go underground as much as he could to withstand the blast, but it still was a very crazy blast, so it did completely burn him, as we can see, but he's alive. And as he says, it's a gamble. Oh, and he also used the Nomu as a decoy. So there you go, all that he did, he was able to withstand the blast. That is why. Okay, so now he's like, okay, now I'm going to get your quirk. He goes and tries to get her, but the planes come in, tries to stop it. He uses the planes as stepping stones, and he's literally standing on one plane. And, the person in the plane, he was like, come on, do it. Smack him, destroy him. But, Star and Stripes knows it's not going to work. Even if he strikes him, he'll be injured, but he'll just regenerate. So it won't work like that. She realized that. So obviously, there's no point in striking the plane. All that's going to come out of it is that her own ally will die. Shigaraki will be fine. So she decides to think of a different plan. She just lets herself get hit by Shigaraki. So yeah, Shigaraki grabs her face and is taking her quirk to her himself, and at the same time is decaying her. Okay, one thing we get to know is All for One's plan was not to let New Order collude with One for All. That would have brought a lot of more problems. Like I said, it would have been a lot more problematic if that happened. After we shut down the Heroes Public Safety Commission and sabotage my friends overseas, slowed down the dispatch of heroes from around the world to Japan. Yeah, it was all to complete my body, and then he didn't want a new order to come here and collude with One for All. Okay, so he says like his plan was to steal One for All and then take on New Order. So that's why All for One says this was a gamble, like a crazy gamble, because this wasn't supposed to be the way he was supposed to get it. He was planning on getting One for All and then New Order, but you know. Yeah, okay, so you coming here on your own was the development. I wanted the list. So that's why this is a gamble. And he says like I won the bet. But little did he know. So you see Shigaraki taking her quirk, and so she says that, oh, is that her name? Kathleen Bale. Okay. So she says Kathleen Bale will not decay. Tries to impose a rule on herself, but it doesn't work. She says it's no good, huh? It's hitting the limits of how much I could increase my stamina. Decay won't stop. So Shigaraki gets the quirk, and here we go. He kind of explains what's happening. The body is decaying at the same time I'm absorbing the quirk. So they're absorbing the quirk and the body is decaying at the same degree and the same rate. As long as New Order is a quirk that activates when a declaration is made, you won't be able to protect your quirk and your body at the same time. Yeah, so the quirk is being taken and at the same time your body is decaying. You won't be able to protect your quirk and your body at the same time. You prioritized your body and lost both. And here we go. And this is where they realize like, oh no, that's not how it's going. So basically, from the inside, the quirk is New Order is messing up Shigaraki. Just a minute. Alright, so yeah, where was I? Right. So it starts getting like, you know, like the quirk starts reacting from the inside. So obviously everyone is like, what's going on? What's happening to him? Even Shigaraki is like, what's happening? So basically, she used a new rule. So in this rule, as she says, New Order will oppose other quirks. So inside, New Order is literally like acting as like an antibody, you know, like destroying like the, you know, the outside, like, you know, the other quirks, and one after the other is just destroying, and All for One is like, God damn it, you got me. So here we go. She says what would have been the worst scenario is that if her quirk was stolen and for everyone to be wiped out. But, you know, like she says, like it would have been nice if I was able to protect my own body. That would have been the cherry on top. Unfortunately, it didn't go in that way. You know, if it was a one-to-one trade between a threat to the world and me, it was worth it. And yeah, she says thank you to everyone, goodbye. You know, and there you go. So here's the thing, Shigaraki says that it's becoming like, you know, like the main problem is that quirk can only be stolen or given, cannot discard it. So basically you cannot throw it away. Like, you know, you have to either get it from someone or give it to someone. So now there's nobody, so he cannot do anything. That's why he tried to target one of the you know, Kathleen's like friends in the planes. He tried to target them, but they decided to just like ran away, not ran away, but flied away, and you know, they didn't let him to, you know, get him, and they starts shooting laser at him as well. So okay, reflect quirk has been destroyed. That's why he couldn't reflect it. You know, the attack. Oh no, his regeneration is still there. His reflect quirk, okay, I misread it. His reflect quirk is gone. Oh god, that sucks then. I thought that his regeneration was gone or something. But no, it's still there. My quirks are getting destroyed one by one. Okay, so there you go, that was that. And Kathleen says goodbye to everyone, thinks like her admiration for All Might. She wanted to like she wanted to surpass him, wanted to repay the favor that he saved her and her family, and wanted to repay that favor. And yeah. So Shigaraki was able to get away from it by stealing one of the Nomu's power of flight. He gets the wings from that and decides to rush away. The planes still try to not let him escape, but yeah, they weren't able to do anything because he uses that sonic wave or radio wave, whatever the hell that he uses, and stops them in their tracks and rushes away. So he ran away again, obviously. Right, and then Star and Stripe just disintegrates and falls into the ocean. And then we get to see these two people here, some random criminals just here, and Shigaraki just breaking into their room, and he's like, yeah, Miss Stark must have imposed a rule on her quirk to prevent other quirks from existing together with it. In that case, I'll steal someone else's quirk, make him quirkless, give him new order, so I can store it. So here we go. So this was Shigaraki's plan, which was actually a pretty good plan. So basically what he planned is get a person, take the person's quirk, make him quirkless, and give him the new order. So basically, if he's quirkless and he gives him new order, there's no other quirks other than new order inside of him, so it won't react like it's reacting with him. So he was planning on making this guy into a storage box of one order. But then Kathleen Bale's quirk, or how it was supposed to be, as Kathleen Bale here says, you idiot, new order will oppose other quirks. Thanks to all those quirks you have, I will also be caught in the backlash and disappear. Okay, I don't understand this part. So thanks to all your quirks, I see. So he's saying that since her quirk will oppose other quirks, because he had so many quirks, it also affected her quirk, and her own quirk also disintegrated at the same time. Is that what she's saying? Yeah, I will also be caught in the backlash, there you go, and disappear. And you can see little by little her quirk is also disintegrating. It's too bad I wasn't able to kill you completely, but remember this well, John Doe. As long as people help each other, someone who inherits the spirit of a hero will destroy you without fail. Yeah, and then her quirk gets destroyed as well. So good thing he wasn't able to get a hand on her quirk, because that would have been not good at all. So her quirk is destroyed. At the same time, it was able to take out a few of his quirks as well. So all that happened for Shigaraki in this encounter is a big fat L. Nothing other than that. But obviously we also lost someone, which is Star and Stripes, and it would have been so much more better if she survived and she was able to come to Japan and fight together with the heroes, because All For One and her quirk together would have been, I don't know, such a great combination. No, not All For One, what am I saying? One For All. And her quirk would have been such a good combination, and it would have helped out a lot. And obviously she would be able to meet All Might again and all that stuff, but it would have been better in that way. So we also lost someone that who would have been able to completely change the whole situation. So yeah, our loss in that sense, if you think about it, our loss is way more than what Shigaraki lost. Shigaraki just lost a few of his quirks. That's it. You know. And yeah, so we lost more than them in that sense. Either way, okay, so now after this, you can see, like, after this whole, like, news goes abroad, like all the other countries starts, like, like just pulling back. Who is this guy? This Pharaoh? Are you abandoning Japan? This is probably one hero. So they're like, no, we're not abandoning our country. Salam. So yeah, so they're basically like, it's not that we're like giving up on Japan. We're trying not to give up on our own country. Our country needs the heroes now, and so they're not taking the threat of, like. So yeah, things go even in a worse direction. Rather than saving people in a faraway land, they were needed to protect their own countries. There you go. Okay, anyways, so after that, Kathleen's friends, they come in and they give information about Shigaraki. Anyways, and then All Might is like, comes to, everyone and tells them that, oh, guys, we lost Kathleen Bale. At the same time, she was able to deal a very damaging blow to Shigaraki, so we got an extension. And this is like our final chance to prepare and use this time effectively. Everyone else is doing their best, helping out other people, saving the civilians, and Shigaraki is probably trying to recuperate his losses. So we have a lot of problems on our hands. Shigaraki is there, Dadi is there, Himeko is there, and then we have the villains, like the Liberation Front, Skeptic over there, and then we have all the other villains, like Spinner and all that. So yeah, use this extension to get as strong as you can, and everyone's like getting motivated, like Deku's like, oh, like Kacchan, like after this, Kacchan and the others will help me spar with them, and Kacchan's like, like, did those jailbreakers break off your ears? And he has his own plan, all that, everyone's like motivated and everything. And All Might is like, all these fledglings have finally become true heroes. That's where it ended. So there you go. Right, so that was today's episode. Like I said, I'm conflicted about this episode. Yeah, that's basically it. I feel like my main reason of being this conflicted is because I probably just assumed that this is like an introduction of a great, strong character, and like, she'll come here, she'll help us out, and like, we'll work together, and something like that, I thought, and just assumed. So I wasn't expecting her to suddenly just be killed off in the second episode. Not even like the half of the second episode we got to see her. The first episode we saw her, and then now. So like, any character just being used for a situation like this doesn't really sit well with me. Other animes have done this as well. It never sits well with me. So yeah, that's probably the main reason why I'm a bit conflicted about this episode. Either way, nothing we can do about it, though. And Shigaraki gets away with it once again. When will this end? When will we actually get a win against Shigaraki? Not these like temporary win, like a proper win. Like, because this is just, it's just like I said, like, the hero is growing, the villain is also growing. It's like clashing together, each like getting stumped, and then like either Deku loses or Shigaraki loses, but they bounce back up again, and this continues. Temporary wins, temporary losses. Obviously, I'm pretty sure when we'll win for real will be probably the final chapter or the final episode of this show. That's probably when we'll truly win. But yeah, it's just, yeah. Anyways, and there you go. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to this episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That's it. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of My Hero Academia. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.